So how do you modify a custody order? You know, our custody has already been ordered, so how do you change it? Well, bottom line is their custody order will remain as is for the life of your kids unless you make a change. In order to make a change, you've got to show two things. Number one, that there has been a substantial and material change in circumstances. So basically, there's been a big change about something that's important in the lives of the kids that will trigger or start a reanalysis, or the court to relook at what might be happening when it comes to the best interest of the kids. A quick story on this. It's been about 15 years ago, and I'm going to tell this story. So a mom and dad, they got divorced, and at the time of the divorce, if you were to scale mom and dad on a 1 to 10, dad was a 3 and mom was a 6.5. Right? Dad wasn't a very good parent at all, and mom was just kind of average. Right? Solid C-, passing grade, not failing, but wasn't a great parent. Dad was a 3. Addiction issues, all sorts of things were troubling this father. Now, fast forward 4.5, 5 years. Dad has gone through therapy. He has restarted and re-engaged his business. He had remarried an absolutely fabulous woman who, had some education and expertise and issues that would actually help the kids that these two divorced parents had together. And mom had pretty much stayed the same. Mom had been with the same therapist for that intervening 4.5, 5, 6 years, and dad had changed. So dad went from, say, a 3, and dad is now a solid 8, if not an 8.5 as a parent, if you were to scale it like that. Mom's still a 6, 6.5. That was a substantial material change in circumstances, and the judge changed custody from mom, who had had those kids for that 4 or 5 year period, to dad. There was a lot of stuff that went into it, a custody evaluation, and a lot of expense, and a full day trial. But in the end of the day, the thing that mattered was what was in the best interest of the kids, and that there had been that substantial material change in circumstances as it related to the dad. So that change can be any change that affects the best interest of the kids, and it's got to be substantial and material. So that's an example where a parent greatly improved. Another example is I've had cases where a parent has greatly declined and gone backwards. You know, at the time of the divorce, mom was an 8, dad's a 7. Mom, through addiction and other bad choices, has become a 3. Mom had original custody. She's not going to keep original custody in that factor. Dad is now best. So that change can be positive or negative as it relates to the factors in the best interest analysis that the court will do. So if something like that, either a positive change or a negative change, has occurred after there's been a custody order, you can change custody in that circumstance. And if you've got questions about how to approach your specific situation, please give us a call. Travis Christiansen at Greater Zion Law.